actually hates me.
Alright, what's your
Oh my god, class
right ID?
is sick. I just got the parasite.
Babe, you literally didn't have that.
It's Angelica, hashtag mango.
Alright. Mingo. Here's a repost of the draft link.
Okay, we're finally kind of live. Let me put up the draft. Here we go. Okay, we didn't miss too much. We just missed some bands. But, like, I don't know any of these people, really. So, like, I don't really know what these bands are. We do see the signature Caitlyn Lux combination against Jinx Milio, so... Yeah, you can announce it now. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to, like, restart my whole PC in order to get League to open. That was a bit unfortunate.
League just being a little difficult, you know?
So normally, Kate Lux is like a very dominant lane combination, so it should beat Milio Jinx. But from what we've seen, I don't think in all of the Booze Bash games that I've casted, I've ever seen Kate Lux actually win lane.
Wait, this is it. It's right here. They break the curse.
They break the Kate Lux curse, you think?
Yeah.
Well, oh, I don't. Let's hope you're right.
Sarah, that is so real. Rooting for the team of the world's tickets.
I don't know what that means, but Sarah probably has a good point. Is Zareth Diana? This is Diana jungle then?
Big fan of the Diana jungle.
Diana jungle, pretty potent right now. I have been enjoying it myself. Zareth mid blind is a little bit scary. The character is very vulnerable if you leave up like any variant of assassin. Yeah, and there we go. That's a Caston locked in. Caston loses early, but once he gets level 6, Zareth kind of just can't play the game at all. I believe this is Maokai top, right? Surely. I don't think
I'm
Maokai
assuming
really
jungle.
jungles much anymore. Never mind. My bad. Maokai jungle, Scion top. I would love to
Counterpick.
see like a Gwen or something in this game. Gwen goes pretty hard, especially against Maokai and Scion. It's a very potent pick.
I was gonna say I could see also like a Darius, but no, it's Mundo.
Okay. Mundo not the worst pick, I think. You just kind of handshake the scaling, but I don't know. The thing with Mundo is that like Mundo can't do much other than run at you. And the issue with Mundo is he's really good against teams that don't have a lot of CC because he just face tanks through it and then walks you down. But against a team with so much CC, especially slows, Mundo can really struggle to get in there.
Yeah.
And in this game in particular, he doesn't really have anyone to facilitate him running in, other than maybe Diana if she gets an engage, but that's not really the thing, right? Like with Mundo, if you have a support like, for example, like Karma or like Nami, these characters that can buff your move speed, right? Or like CC the enemy or just give you some way of running at them faster, it can be really useful. If Milio goes like Shirelias, it's good for Mundo, but then that's not as good for characters like Diana and Zareth, right? Who don't really care for that.
I guess Mundo's playing for just pure side lane, kill people in a 1v2, and the rest of the team can 4v4.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily work against Sion, because Sion, like Mundo can normally just stat check people, like if they're bruisers, but Sion just like one-shots the wave and moves on, so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I suppose the question then becomes, if you were in this game, Daniel, which team would you prefer to be on?
I guess blue side. Just a big fan of Kate Lux. Kate Lux plus double frontline. The Caitlyn's gonna be chillin'.
Mm-hmm.
The Cassidon's kinda... I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, honestly. I much prefer the blue side draft. Because you need to consider that, like, you look on the side of red, right? And you need to ask yourself, what is the answer to Cassidon? And
you just gotta hope Jinx gets a reset and then kills Cassidon with that reset, I think. Or that the Cassidon gets like 2 CS per minute or something.
Or Cassidon just one-shots her and nothing happens. Because red side really lacks any CC whatsoever. Their only hard CC is like Jinx traps or Zareth stun. Or like, I guess, Milio's soccer ball. All of this stuff is really bad for locking down Cassidon, and it's also not very good for engaging. So, Camavor, with probably, in my opinion, the less favored draft here. But that being said, we here in the caster booth, we aren't Debbie Downers, you know? We're not game one enders or draft enders or doomers. I think that red side does have a solid chance, right? We, as Pondexus, I don't know who the heck this is, but as I've pointed out in Twitch chat, right? Cassidon could just go really far behind. Like, yes, Cassidon takes like just no damage from double AP jungle mid, but this is like dirt tech, you know? So it could just be that Cassidon just like ints, and then he becomes useless.
Also,
I can see a world
red
where,
side.
Yeah.
Red side has a very threatening mid jungle duo. They do a lot of damage.
I see where you're coming from. I don't know if I'd agree though. I think that generally speaking, having a mid jungle be the same damage type is really bad, because you give so much value to the other laner if they just build like cloth armor or like a single null magic mantle. And in the case of Cassidon, his passive literally just says take no damage from magic damage characters.
That is true, but they still do
also can
a lot of damage.
They do. Maokai Cassidon does kind of struggle to kill anything, so they do have that going for them. And they will have a lot of early prio. So I can see a world where they're able to get prio mid and then use that to snowball jungle and bot lane, and possibly even top. I think that if red side gets the momentum going, the Fed Jinx Mundo can really run over a game.
Yeah. Yeah, can you also stream your POV on Discord so I know what you're seeing when you're saying stuff?
Yeah, no problem. Speaking of which, my game still hasn't opened, so this is a little
Oh,
bit concerning. Okay. So we may be faced with a situation where you will have to opt because my league has refused to open. Like it just says game is still in progress, but the client never opened. So
okay, I can share my my client on Discord and maybe you can stream that.
yeah, let me see if I can open it or get it to open, and if I can't, then I will let you know. And do let me know if they're in game or something, but then we'll immediately have to resort to plan B.
Well, I'm in the loading screen right now, so
I might have gotten it to work. Either that or I've crashed
oh,
my PC because now I have a black screen.
uh-oh.
It's either like a precursor of better things, or it's a sign of the end.
It just be like that sometimes, you know. Unable to download spectator game data. What the? That's a new error.
Perfect. So
I
it
guess
looks like League of
it might
Legends
just be
is
something
ready.
wrong with that lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be cooked.
Yeah, try to reconnect now, and I also just have a black screen.
Yeah, this is fucked. It's okay, we're troubleshooting. Worst case scenario, I don't know what the worst case scenario would be actually. I think we're in the worst case scenario.
Yeah. I'm gonna try restarting my League of Legends.
I am as well. I'm on waiting for spectator delay 10 seconds. I'll do some luldo while we wait, I suppose.
Shout out to Lodel.
It's never Rek'Sai.
And it still isn't Rek'Sai.
But it's a melee character.
Um,
It's always
Gangplank.
Darius. Boom.
Oh, I'm in the game. Holy shit. And immediately
League
there's a
of
pause.
Legends TM client is not responding. We will wait for it to respond.
Did they pause as soon as they got into game? Maybe
I was
that's what
told
messed
that a
up the
team member
spectator.
had to restart their computer as well, so we're just in like a doomed era. This is truly the worst timeline.
I
Released
see.
before Darius. Mana melee, not top lane, not jungler. Not from Noxus.
Not Noxus, old.
It is clearly Alistar. Okay, he's from Noxus. Okay, after Alistar then. Not support. Not human.
Not top. So it's a mid or EDC melee. It's probably a mid.
Or like, it's not Singed. It's like Garen? No, he's mana. Wait, who is this? Who is released before Darius? Draven? No, he's not Noxus.
What
And
are some
Draven's
melee?
ranged.
What are some melee mid laners?
Is it like a male assassin released before Darius that goes mid?
Could be Zed.
Because that was released after Darius, though.
Hmm. You're right.
Mm.
Cassidon, I guess, could be.
Caston's like part human, though. I like the Fizz guess.
Fizz. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, okay.
It was the fish.
It was Fizz. Now for the quote. Who is this, huh? Is this either Talon or Zed? It's probably Zed. Yeah, it's Zed. Ability. That is Narq. Backpack. Milio? Think it's Milia?
Yep, has to be. Or Annie.
Oh my, the second hint was brown. Bro, that's fucked up. Okay, and just like that, we are in the game. So let me pull up the stream, and it's also not paused now, so before you blame me. Here we go. And I'll stream it on
Alright.
Discord too. Do you see it?
Yep,
We're
I see it on
current in the
Discord.
spectator freeze period, but hopefully we're not aren't stuck here for too long. This is the Hemi Neutron Cassidon. I have high hopes. I have very high hopes for this.
He's already down a potion, man.
Okay, he did use his potion level 1 when he got chunked a little bit. Whole lot of nothing happening. What's more concerning is that, like, I don't think Lux and Caitlyn have landed, like, any pressure so far. Oh, oh my god. Muno is eating a full charged Scion Q to the face.
That's a lot of damage.
I don't know why he used his pot so early. He took like 100 damage and immediately used potion.
He has a more threatening aura when he's at full HP and no potion.
The Cade Lux is pushing in, but one concerning thing is that Maokai is actually pathing away from his Caitlyn bot, which is not normally like best practice. You kind of want to path toward them so you can cover their pressure, especially on like level 3. Diana will be here. Actually, Maokai is doing a transitional gank mid here, going to knock back Chase. Chase taking almost half of his health and damage. Red buff is slowing him. I don't think he's gonna die. He has flat.
About that. About that.
He very
Flashes
unfortunate
and
that
dies.
Chase chose to die. I don't think he had to die. That seemed like a very like at that point you just flash, man.
Yeah.
So Chase opting for an early death. Perhaps that's what he wanted us to see when he asked me to cast.
Maybe.
You know, him throwing Hemi a bone early just to turn it around. Kill does go to Maokai instead of Cassidon, so not the worst case scenario for Chase.
And it was a trade of flashes, so Cassidon is gankable.
Yeah, but now we see, like, because Maokai's not covering, we're seeing the situation now where Diana's gonna be bot side, and Caitlyn's gonna be forced off the wave with it in a really bad state. If they wanted to, Jinx and Milio could opt to freeze here and just deny like XP for at least like 30 seconds. Doesn't look like they're opting for that strategy.
Even if they did freeze, they just have to wait a little bit until they know they can confirm Diana left. Then they'd be able to break the freeze easily. They just have so much more wave clear with Caitlyn Lux.
Oh, Kel coming back for a regank. Chase managing to land the stun and the slow. Going to buffer back the Maokai. Manages to save his life for now. They do have a lot of wave clear, but it's not so much that they can't clear the wave. It's more so that if Diana's camping out, they can't walk up.
Yeah, if Diana's still there, then yeah.
A trap lands
Oh.
here. Milio gonna take a lot of damage. Forced to use heal.
That is-
Mayo E-Guy doing a bit of a combo here on Vendetta Sniper. That's
That's
that
what you
Caitlyn
like to
Lux
see.
pressure we're seeing. For once, they're actually winning the lane that we expect them to. Very refreshing to see.
Mhm. Or they're probably just gonna push the wave, get play, and then recall.
Yeah, Caitlyn Lux building up a decent lead for themselves early. Mundo kind of getting his ass kicked by the Scion. This Cleaver is doing a lot of damage. Mundo Cleaver is like 20% current HP. It's like so disgusting, this ability.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh my god, 25%, bro. That's so gross. What a fucking illegal character. Riot Games. An early Drake started up here by the side of, I believe this is not Demacia. Oh! Kel flashes over just to die! Doesn't get
That
the steal,
is
and he's just,
not
that is
tragic.
beyond, I want to say that's foolish. Right, Kel may be over prioritizing that dragon a little bit. Cause first dragon, really not the most valuable thing. Like, it's definitely not worth dying over.
Yeah.
Like a first Hex Drake, especially if you're the jungler, it's simply not worth it. It is a bit rough that, well, it's really good for, god damn it, what team is this? Camavor.
Camavor. Yep.
Camavor, the fact that they're able to secure themselves an early Drake is actually super good for them. Because normally, right, with like early prio bot lanes like the Kate Lux, you want to transition that early pressure into Drake stacking that lets you like maintain a dominant position into the mid game, but the fact that they're able to get that early Drake kind of throws a wrench in that plan.
Yeah.
Chase
I'll say
taking
though,
a bit of a
blue team-
beating. Oh, another root lands, but no real damage to follow it up. Buffalo Barrage going very low on mana. Vendetta Sniper is... Why did he go there? Oh well.
He's going for a walk.
That was terrifying. Vendetta Sniper,
team's-
you know, just saying, not my health bar.
Not my
Gwen
health bar.
Shapiro might be looking for a gank. Doesn't look like he'll want to try anything here. Just gonna leave. Kind of a nothing burger mid, but oh, Vendetta Sniper.
Oh, double.
Oh my god!
Oh, that Melio did not pass the friendship test right there.
Okay, so we see a flash coming out of Gwen Shapiro away from the Kassadin, and Vendetta Sniper just kind of dies. Like Kaylin ult. Amelia being a small child, not quite as large of a hitbox as you would like.
Mm.
This is beginning to turn into a very concerning situation for Camavor because the Kassadin is kind of scaling up now. He's not like ahead, but the fact that he's not more behind is might prove to be a bit of an issue in the coming games. Chase is forced to recall here, but it doesn't look like Kel will want to contest these grubs, even though he has pretty distinct numbers advantage. That kind of surprises me.
So blue, looks like the trades here is blue team getting just a natural gold lead, while red team gets early game objectives. Overall, I think blue team is getting the better end of that bargain right now.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, red getting these early objectives is like fine and all, but it doesn't really matter. They don't need these objectives to win. Grubs especially is like pretty low value because it's not like Mundo's gonna be split pushing all game against Scion. So the times you see the grub values, pretty, it's few and far between. We are seeing significant CS leads for Demacia though, especially on their carries, which could be good. And I hate to be that person, but Hemi's Cassidon is looking a little bit shaky.
It was the only thing I was uncertain about.
He does appear to be building a rod. Chase gonna... Well, that is just... He just flashed away.
I guess he did. Also,
that was a
big
was
trades
that
in
a
the
double
bot.
flash? Wait, they just both flashed for nothing. Okay, man, you didn't have to flash that. But Hemi very ambitious with that Cassidon E. But you know, it's good to test our limits.
Indeed.
I will say it's very refreshing to see Kate Lux winning as you would likely expect them to for like the first time. So huge shout out here for Mayo and Curious J. And it looks like they're gonna be able to secure themselves their first dragon too.
Having a Mountain Drake always just, you know, I guess it's nice. A little bit of armor in MR.
Yeah, Mountain Drake never bad to have. One Drake rarely matters, but if you end up down like a bunch of dragons, it can be pretty bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing the effects of first picking Xerath kind of coming out here, where he just doesn't do any damage to this Cassidon. Wet noodle fight in the top lane here.
Just trading grasps.
Chase is just getting blasted. Diana's here, but she's never gonna be able to catch Hemi. I will say, so far we haven't really seen Gwen Shapiro make much happen. Which is, I guess, somewhat to be expected, right? It's very difficult to gank, like, the Cassidon, especially now that he's 6, and top lane is just kind of a wet noodle fight. I would expect him to be bot lane more, though. I really think that... Oh, a flash coming out from top, he's looking for the kill, but he has no mana, and the Mundo ult is ticking. Mundo actually popping
for a flash.
As I was saying, I think the Jinx could really use from a bit of assistance to just alleviate any of this pressure. Right, because it's just being blasted under tower, and at this point, Caitlyn's up like what? Oh my god, almost 2k gold just from plates and 50 farm.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's 4 plates and 50 CS. Very substantial gap here. And you want Jinx to be strong if you are Camavor, so I'm very surprised that Gwen hasn't tried harder to make something happen. I would even be willing to like sack a little bit of CS and see if we can do like a split map situation, just to make sure that Jinx gets that comfortable scaling, because their team's really gonna need that Jinx damage going into the mid to late game to kill this Scion and this Cassidon.
Yeah.
Cassidon has his rod. They're actually about to lose tower before 15 minutes. Oh my god, not
Oh,
again!
You
Oh
hate
my
to,
god! What is
that is
happening,
the worst.
Camavor? Camavor, what the fuck? Sorry, family
So
friendly.
I was saying, surely they don't fail the friendship test this time, but they both flashed the opposite way.
What in the world?
Man,
What am I looking at, man? That's just...
that's a tilter.
I have no words. And they just lose tower
Yeah.
for that too, like... What the fuck?
Kate, well, anyways, Jinx finished her full item, or her first item, and Caitlyn is like 500 gold away from Infinity Edge. So,
I mean, this game is completely doomed for the Jinx. Like, she's completely... Oh my god, that crit. Yeah, Jinx is not gonna have any fun this game. If Lux just popped ult, he probably could have killed her, honestly. I'm surprised she didn't.
I've been close. Lux is going for the Carria build. Shout out to Carria.
Honestly, I would just build damage this game. Like, his team is the last one that needs a Shirelias anyway, man. Like, who are you Shireliasing? The Scion ult? The Cassin who's just teleporting over the walls?
Caitlyn
Gwen
will always
Shapiro
appreciate
going
it, but
for like
yeah.
a bit of a solo 1v3 contest on the... I don't think you want to be here, Gwen Shapiro. Diana just donating her flash. TP coming out from from the Cassidon. He does have a flank here. Diana
That's
might be in a bit of trouble. Gets slowed.
That's
But
rank,
not much
rank 2 old
follow-up.
Cassin. Level
I'm
11.
surprised that Maokai didn't opt to ult.
They probably know they can just play it slow.
Here. It's charged in. Gwen eating a snare. Milio ult comes down, but Diana gets rooted a second time. No.
Did
no
Diana
way
just
for him
ult
to live.
nothing? Yeah.
This game's looking kind of rough for Camavor. I don't see where the hope is for Camavor. They're gonna need to start praying real soon.
For them it might be one of those flip the game at the Elder type of things.
It is Chemtech. We have seen games swing for less, but still a rough one. Both mid laners, I actually think, have completed their role quest. It's just that neither of them have actually bought the boots to use it.
They finished their quest, but they haven't been able to claim the benefits.
Cassidon also opting to buy tier at 15 or 16 minutes in, which is...
He knows it's gonna be a banger of a game.
You normally buy the tier, you know, like on your first recall.
Yep.
Cassidon really just saying that this game's gonna go to 50 minutes, or in this case 25 or something. At least, not 25, sorry, 35. Both mid laners now claiming the boot benefit. Cassidon opting for those mercs as expected. Going to very high value this game.
Yep.
Mundo kind of just getting his ass beat here.
Yeah. He's losing the stack
Gwen
competition
Shapiro
also.
is here, but it's just, I can't see how they kill Scion, I'm gonna be honest. Lux,
Especially
Q goes wide, Top is still alive though, he's very tanky, interrupts the Q, flashes out, going to actually die here maybe? Oh no, he has a shield, and Mayo is starting to pump out damage, Mundo going very low, Gwen Shapiro here, just kind of gets
Again, flashing
blasted.
forward, alright.
Camavor is,
Ooh, into the trap.
yeah, they're just getting walked. This
That's a little bit of a wallet diff right there.
I feel a tinge of despair. You know, like you know, like that moment where you realize that, like, the game is cooked.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't know if you guys are watching back when, like, TL almost 3-0'd T1 or whatever, like a year or two ago at Worlds or MSI or something. They were up like 7k gold, game 3, about to take it away, and then they just choked and got reverse swept.
Ooh.
It's kind of like that same sense of despair.
I see, yeah. But in that case, instead of losing against Faker, you're losing to Himi Neutron Cassidy.
Honestly, what's the difference, you know?
Tell him. This Mayo guy needs to go up to Hextech. Maybe he can break the Caitlyn curse up there also. The Caitlyn Lux curse.
I'm surprised that Caitlyn has opted for heel cut. I don't think she really needs it this game, but fair enough.
Yeah. I was gonna say, usually it's better for either the Lux to get it, like Oblivion Orb,
They're trying to hunt down Scion here. He gets stunned up, but is just going to ult away. Scion Cassin, pretty difficult to catch.
Indeed.
If they can get this Kate shutdown onto Jinx, it might be playable.
Yeah. Could definitely help to narrow down the gold gap.
Scion does not have ult, but it looks like they're trying to do a collapse here. Possibly look for a 5v5. Maokai ult is popped. Going to catch both Diana and the Xerath. Diana went on by like everyone. Wait. Okay, she flashes away. Chase under tower, also forced to run. Gwen Shapiro on the backside, so is Kel. But now Kel's getting focused down by 4 people. Gwen Shapiro finds a 3-man ultimate, does a decent chunk of damage, but then just gets one shot by Mayo. Mayo now going very low to the Xerath. Chase finishes him off.
Double shutdown for Xerath.
An amazing fight from Camavor, actually. Himi Neutron here to try to clean up, but he's a little bit late to the party. Not much going on. Mayo taking a lot of damage from Chase on the back end.
A bit of an overextend into the front line, diving too far in front of the carries. Couldn't appeal to the Diana.
Yeah, the Diana finds a really good angle and catches the entirety of the Demacia backline, and that combined with Chase able to take down the enemy carry. Mayo opting not to use barrier for that fight. Acknowledging that Demacia, that Camavor needs a bit of hope.
Let's check on the gold diff in the mid lane after that one, after those 2 shutdowns for the Xerath.
I believe the Xerath should be ahead. Yeah, the Xerath's up 1.2k
Oh yeah.
now. 1.2k is not the most significant number. I think that this is one of those games where Xerath should, in theory, really struggle to leverage the full force of any gold lead that he's able to acquire, just because he has to watch out for so much from the Cassidon and the Maokai.
In theory, though, if a fight starts, he can just walk away, press R from like 3 screens away, and just kill somebody.
Gwen Shapiro might be getting caught out here, knocked up by the Scion, going to ult in on Kel, but just gets rooted, and not long for this world. Mayo actually taking a decent chunk of damage, but Vendetta is also
right there,
gradually being forced away. Chase with the snipe takes down the Caitlyn. Himi's Cassin not able to find a lot of value here, kind of just forced to run away. Chase is rooted up, but Himi not able to find anything. Cassin getting almost no value in these fights. Without Mayo, it might be difficult to fight, so I can kind of understand it. Toph next on the chopping block, taking a decent chunk of damage, but Chase is just pumping Demacia over this wall. He's doing so much damage with these Xerath Qs.
Team Blue, this fight is over. They just need to just leave. The Caitlyn is all of their gold.
You want to see Himi possibly make something happen, but really not his game here, it looks like. And I maybe be able to get a kill on Buffalo Barrage here. Buffalo kind of just goes down. Caitlyn on the way back, and despite winning the fight, Camavor seems to find themselves on the back foot again, chasing the next one in trouble. Overstaying just a little bit. Himi able to pick up the kill, and
Team Blue picking up on some overstays, I guess. Overextends.
yeah, Demacia able to get a lead in the fight, but they didn't feel safe enough to start up that dragon, especially with both. I think Maokai was alive there, right? Both Maokai and the Kassadin alive, so kind of see it. Gwen Shapiro gonna go down. Diana is really struggling. Synopsis, this is game 1.
Yep.
I will mention though that Chase has been consistently for the last 2 fights able to take out Mayo. If he's able to keep this up, this could be his team's way back into the game.
Caitlyn might have the most range out of the ADCs, but Xerath is Xerath. He presses R.
Xerath is Xerath, and Chase might just be him. Those were some pretty good ult shots.
Yep.
My bigger concern is Himi. I really feel like this Himi Kassadin, he's been able to pick up like a kill here and there, and his KDA looks fine. But in the team fights, he's quite useless. Like, exceedingly so. He ults in here, finds a slow, a bit of damage, but it actually might just end with Mayo's death. So, Himi's engage actually gets his ADC killed, and now he's going to die too. A shutdown going to Jinx.
Very much not what you like to see.
Yeah, Himi a little bit of an op for his own team there. But this is that Chemtech signature that we see going on. Chase almost getting one shot with a Scion. What the fuck? What is happening? The Scion does so much damage.
At this point, I would have liked to Scion just started walking forward and
Another
traded his
shutdown.
passive for the tower.
Chase is picking up a lot of gold for himself. And honestly, Demacia is starting to crumble a little bit. We've seen now that Himi's given up his shutdown, Toph has given up his shutdown, and Mayo's died 3 times, having never really gotten to do anything. So, game's swinging back a little bit.
Caitlyn is now building some lifesteal though. I believe that's a Bloodthirster. Hoping that to get some extra survivability for the fights.
Yeah, but Bloodthirster, I don't know if Bloodthirster is gonna save her. It's not really a sustain issue, you know, she's just getting one shot.
Yeah.
The shield could potentially help with that, but honestly, this may sound weird. I think Caitlyn just buys a Hex Drinker, and how does she ever die?
Yeah, you know, you have a point. Yeah, that would help, especially since works against Xerath and Diana.
Yeah, like all the things that are hitting her are magic damage anyway. A bit of a chase happening onto the Mundo. I really don't think they're gonna be able to catch him. This is kind of a nothing burger. Oh, Vendetta might be in a little bit of trouble. Himi does actually no damage. Like, 0 damage whatsoever.
Oh, Scion with the ulti. It almost hits.
Maokai comes down, but I would be really surprised if this killed anyone. Actually, it catches 2, but it has Milio. Yeah, that's just a really...
They got hit with like the 20 damage Lux ult, which you know.
Yeah, that was
Hope,
an
I guess.
ambitious engage. I'm surprised that Lux is opting for a Staff of Flowing Water when most of their damage is AD. I would say that Himi does damage, but Himi doesn't do damage. Himi is...
He's Kassadin. He'll get there eventually, maybe.
He's useless. This is not... I swear this can't be the Kassadin build. Like, there's just no
Um,
way you go like Seraphs. Like Seraphs and Rod, I've seen that, but Seraphs, Rod, and Malignance just feels like it's a bit much. Chase getting jumped on here, but his entire team is around. I'd be very surprised if he actually was able to die to this. Himi forced to run away, not gonna get hit by the
Ooh.
traps.
Yeah,
Able
he
to get out.
dodged the traps last second. Mid laners just, keep trading flashes. As they should.
Baird started
And
out by Demacia.
blue team does have a ton of DPS because that Caitlyn is
Yeah, it looks like
3
they're
items.
just going to be able to pick this up. Jinx ult doesn't actually hit anyone. I'd be very surprised if they weren't able to get this. Yeah, they picked it up.
Cassidy just doing a little walking, Oh, might
Doing
be
a
walking
little
back
bit
to base.
Inting. Sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that. Hemi is trying his best on a character that he probably doesn't play very often. This
Who's
does
Himi?
appear to be like the Caston build that people opt for. Lolalytics seems to say that it's correct.
Hmm,
So maybe it's not the build, maybe it's just the player.
could be.
He does not have his tier stacked yet though, it's 30 minutes.
He's getting there.
He is trying to get there.
Anyways, if at 10 minutes, I would not have believed that the gold lead would only be 2,000 to 20 minutes later. This game has gone down a
Listen,
path.
I'm not trying to flame Himi, it's just that, his Caston gameplay leaves a bit to be desired.
Maybe this
It's
is
like
just warm-up
how,
game.
like imagine, right, that you're like a pro footballer. And like you
Uh-oh.
watch your like son play, right? And he's not bad, and he's trying. He's kind of just there for fun, but like he kind of sucks at the game, and you can't help but feel like an inkling of disappointment. Like, what if he's just garbage at football or soccer, whatever you want to call
Are you trying to say you're disappointed in Himi?
it? No, I'm just saying that Himi, we all expect things from people, and
Gotcha.
I'm not a pro league player by any means.
You're
Oh.
not Faker?
I'm not Faker. I know it's very surprising, like with the way that some people like try to ban me out with like 5 different bans and I'm basically retired. You'd think that I was Faker, but unfortunately I'm not quite as good as Faker is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Camavor getting their bottom side base knocked on. This tower is probably not long for this world. Caitlyn does so much damage. Like, one auto attack sends people straight back to the fountain to either heal or die. So
Yep. You like to see it.
that's the tower down.
This Jinx, however, almost 4 items. Can't ignore her damage either.
Yeah, she doesn't have any pen. Kinda can.
Still very threatening on the Caitlyn Lux.
Yeah, if she gets the free hit, I would agree. But honestly, if she starts like hitting Caitlyn, it's gonna be like what happens when you catch like a mosquito biting you. Like, Caitlyn's gonna get hit
I
by a
see.
rocket, take like 300 damage, and she's gonna turn around and smite Jinx with the Wrath of God and just one-shot her with a single headshot. So
Yeah. Alright, so after that Baron, Gold League went up by 8k to like a 10k difference. I think that's pretty good.
Huh? 10k?
Am I doing math wrong? Oh yeah, it's 4k. I moved over the
That's
6
like
out to the 0. I switched the 6 and the 0. Might be a little dyslexic, my bad.
the 6 and the 0, so you thought that they had 6k gold compared to 57?
Yeah.
Damn.
No,
I
the
bet
other team
Camavor
had like I thought
wishes they were up 50k gold. That would be pretty impressive. And honestly, at this point, they might just need a 50k gold lead to win.
oof.
Win
I
this
hate to
game,
see
at
it.
least. I'm not talking about the series or anything else. Vendetta Sniper, gonna probably hit this Scion, but his health bar doesn't move. Lux ult doing minimal damage. Chase starting to drop some bombs onto Mayo. Himmy diving into the back line. He's level 16 Kassadin. He has flash on a 2-second cooldown. He kills everyone besides the ones that matter though, and he ends up dying to Vendetta Sniper.
Gwen Shapiro going
Gwen
in.
Shapiro managing to take down Mayo. Now it's just Buffalo and cooked Noodle, but Noodle not really able to do much here.
Alright, it's the tanks and the Lux versus Emilio.
I mean, Hemi
think
actually did a decent amount of work. He probably should have focused the Jinx instead of the Emilio.
Yeah, I think that would
But-
be
No, I want to give credit where it's due. Hemi getting a lot of damage down that fight, you know, really turned it around for his team. He is the one that stopped, that pressured Chase out of the fight, and that's what really counts, because they need Chase to be.
yeah. If the Xerath cannot ult the Caitlyn, that's pretty good.
That's the wrong MR item, Caitlyn. That's not a
That's
That is a Canic Recurn.
damn.
I don't think Caitlyn realizes that there's actually another item that provides MR and a shield.
And a shield. Yeah.
This is an interesting choice for sure. I think it will work for her this game. I feel like she probably should just gone raw, but what do I know? I'm just a caster. More importantly, Demacia's managed to secure themselves a wind soul here, which is going to be quite massive. It is the most powerful soul in the game.
It's really good for the Kassadin, and probably Maokai. I don't know about anyone else.
Sion going in, used on the Mundo. Kassadin has another flank, going in on Chase, but he just immediately ults out again. Still has the mana to go in, might be looking for a re-engage. Goes back in, doing some damage, but just goes down. A reset for the Jinx. She could be trying to pump out some more damage. Maokai going very low, but Vendetta taking a lot of damage from Mayo. Chase trying to finish him off, not quite able to get it. Not quite able to get it? Okay, yeah. Chase now trying to clear the minion wave. Here's Jay taking a lot of damage. Might actually go down to the Zareth Q. Oh no, but Chase misses it.
Massive
Lux
dodge.
barely survives, and now at full health, Caitlyn is knocking on their inhibs.
Caitlyn just walking around,
Yeah, not
getting hit by
Zareth.
everything still.
I mean, the damage, the Canic Rookern is putting in value here. She's not taking anywhere near as much damage as you would expect.
Yeah.
I will say though, because Caitlyn used one of her full items on the Canic Rookern, Jinx actually does more damage than her right now. Like
Yeah.
a very comparable amount, because Jinx actually has 4.5 damage items and Kate has 4, and then a Canic Rookern.
Yep.
So now it's probably Vendetta's time to flex his muscles a little bit, their muscles. Hemi here on a flank, going to try to zone off the Diana, but Jinx does have ult to try to look for the steal, has vision, but they're not able to get the steal, and now Hemi is looking for Buffalo. Probably some target prioritization. Goes on Chase here, going to do a lot of damage. Chase almost getting one shot. Hemi still has ult charges to keep chasing though. Chasing a bit of trouble. Vendetta Sniper going to do a lot of damage, but it might not be enough. Gets the reset to run away though. Starts throwing these rockets in, doing a lot of damage, but hitting top instead of Caitlyn. And that's what you're talking about. Jinx lands that one rocket, and then Caitlyn turns around, slaps her with a thunderbolt. Just incinerated. Caitlyn just turns around at the Infinity Gauntlet, just fucking Thanos snaps Jinx into the ether. didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
And that's game 1 going to Demacia. A really convincing victory. A couple hiccups here and there.
Little bumpy road, but they got there in the end.
They got there, and that's what really matters. Mundo hitting him with the H. I don't even know what that means.
Hmm. Interesting. Probably just mistyped GG.
That is
They're right next to each other on the
believable.
keyboard.
They are right next to each other. You know, that's probably what it was. Convincing game 1 victory. I suppose while we wait, I'll ask, what do you want to see coming out of Camavor for game 2 to hopefully bring it back? I feel like that game, that wasn't their best performance, was it?
For game 2, I think they need another. I need a jungler with engage. I think that's all I needed actually. Maybe a tankier jungler with like better engage.
Honestly, I think that, in my opinion, they just needed to draft better. Right, like if they need to early pick characters that aren't so vulnerable. Or like full blinding Zareth is like a pretty big risk in almost all scenarios. Zareth is like Zareth is a good counter pick, but he's not actually like a good blind.
I don't
And
think the
that's
Xerath
why.
was that big of an issue that game. The Xerath did come up clutch in a few of the fights, made the game feel kind of close.
It's not so much that the Zareth is bad, but it's more so that even though he is able to find like value here and there, we saw that like later on, the Kassadin just runs his pockets. Like he can't exist in this game if Kassadin like has a single brain cell. Right, like once Kassadin got like a few items, Zareth couldn't play at all. And so because that's so inevitable, and Zareth isn't able to pressure Kassadin early, the fact that picking Zareth opens you up to this Kassadin pick that just kind of runs your pockets, and you have no other answer for it, means you can't really blind it.
Gotcha. I do think that also just comes down to the fact that they just didn't have any like reliable CC.
Yeah, right, and that kind of goes like, so I would have loved to see like just a top laner with maybe a little bit more crowd control. There's like peel power. That could have been like relatively useful, even if like their top laner just opted for like a Renekton with like a targeted stun, or like a Gragas or Shen, or just something with more ability to peel for their backline. It would have been a lot better. Diana
Yeah.
also is just like not a great pick, especially if you're already planning on picking the Xerath. Right? I understand that in this case they picked Diana and then later they picked Xerath, but a bit of a sus draft, I think. Like if you see Lux, you probably shouldn't be locking Jinx Milio because it opens you to Lux Caitlyn. It's really rough. Of course, as I said, that was the first Lux Caitlyn we've seen perform, so
Yep, they just maybe they just saw Lux and they assumed it was an enter. They didn't. They were wrong. They were wrong to assume that. But you know, the precedent's been there.
yeah, but hindsight's 2020 and maybe it's a fair assumption, maybe Booze Bash is just known for the inting Kate Lux combos.
You hate to see it.
I'm not saying it's definitely the case. I'm just, throwing it out there. What if? Maybe that's a challenge for the Booze Bashers. Next time I see Lux Kate, I want to see it actually win lane. None of this like losing lane early bullshit. Like
Alright,
picking
just
Lux Caitlyn and then losing lane, that's like borrowing $1 million of daddy's money and still having your company go bankrupt within the first year. Like that's pretty embarrassing.
not like this. Alright, don't worry. I got you. Next week, Ionia's game. We got you. Winning Kate Lux lane right there.
I see you. I've seen you perform on the Caitlyn. I mean, last game you got to just kind of blast them all at the Elder. So I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
Hell yeah.
We are waiting for the draft to start. I suppose I will move us to the draft window. There we go.
Oh, looks like it is starting.
And just in time. I imagine we'll probably see some of the same bands. We've seen that generally teams stick to their game 1 bands. I'd probably be surprised to see what? Olaf, Fizz, Zyra, Galio, Shyvana, Amumu. Boom. There's the Zyra.
Boom.
There's the Fizz. Here's the Olaf. I'm just a draft prophet. Not even Cajal could do this. Galio, right here. Boom. Oh! They
Oh!
changed it up. The Seraphine ban. Okay, this
The
is still gonna be
respect ban.
Shyvana though. I just ban the Shyvana, bro. You especially rarely see the winning side. Oh my god, look. Is that the new Chick-fil-A pepper pimento fruit sandwich with honey?
Not the ads.
Wow, look at that. Pimento. Honey pepper pimento from Chick-fil-A.
Wait, did they
HTTP.
just trade the Shyvana Galio band between each other? Alright,
Why
I
are they
guess the
trading
Mumu's up though.
bands? Are they like trading players now too? If any of you
Oh
have
wow.
tried the new Chick-fil-A honey pimento sandwich, let me know if it's good.
I have not.
A Moo early pick could be very vulnerable if anyone on the Camavor side plays things like Udyr or the PDF champ Graves.
Graves, I see.
Graves absolutely blasts a Mumu's pockets. Like, a Mumu versus Graves is actually just like a Criminal Minds episode waiting to happen. Kha'Zix, good early. Does struggle a bit later on, but I feel like you have to pick jungle here, right? And like the early game, we
Ooh.
what?
I
You
was gonna,
don't pick
I was gonna say,
jungle, but there's Shona Mumu.
I could see like a strong like a rel pick right here, like a really strong pairing with Misfortune. Thresh feels kinda
But why would
like
you
not
full
it.
blind your bot lane? Like, are you afraid that they're gonna pick MF or Thresh?
Yeah, I don't think the Thresh was that contested. MF maybe because MF does pair very well with a Mumu.
I suppose, but I can't see a world where you don't pick your jungler.
Yeah.
They've already shown a Mumu, and you don't need to prio the Thresh. Like, what are they gonna pick? Like, they're gonna steal your Thresh away?
Camavor's cooking. What? I don't know yet. We'll find out. But they're cooking something. Ezreal Leona. That's I think that's a pretty good counter pick into the MF Thresh.
It is okay. I'd say it's a relatively even pick, to be honest. Thresh can be good against Leona. MF Ezreal is kind of an even pick. Leona, decently good against MF. Thresh,
Yep.
okay against Ezreal. You land the hook, Ezreal kind of just dies anyways. So. Please pick your jungler. What the fuck?
They are holding the jungle pick. They're probably trying to go for something spicy.
Why? You already see a Mumu. What is there to... Bro, what are we doing? Sorry, we shouldn't be biased. Um,
Looking up Gwen Shapiro's match history. I think they were the jungle last game, right?
Yeah, Gwen Shapiro was the jungler last game. I just
All I'm seeing is, oh, they're gonna pull out the lock jungle. Spoilers. It's gonna, oh, never mind. They
they
banned it.
banned the
Never
lock.
mind.
They can't
Never
be
mind.
playing lock jungle.
I have nothing. That was the only thing I could think of.
What could they possibly? Honey, come over here. Look at this draft. Tell me, if blue side first picks a Mumu,
Yeah, you always pick jungle first.
so why would you not pick jungle in the first three? Why are we picking Thresh and Hui? If you want Hui, we can just pick it first. Hui is a decent blind pick. Thresh, you can just save till second half. Then no one's banning Thresh, man. Why are we not picking jungle?
Pick.
We banned the Vi, but Vi's not even good here. Like Vi into a Mumu, Ezreal, Leona. Darius. Is
Saving
this
jungle
Darius
last
jungle?
pick. R5ing jungle. Alright, it's gonna be something hella spicy.
First pick.
But then you first pick this to flex it, no? Like, if you're doing a Darius flex into the jungle, there's no way we're picking. It has to be a Darius jungle. Like, and they're trying to flex it, because you would never pick red side and then you blind all of your lanes. There's no way you would blind all of your lanes. So this has to be Darius jungle. But then if you're picking Darius jungle, why wouldn't you pick it early on like R2 so you can flex it easier? You know, it just makes no sense. Now just pick top lane. You could just pick like Wukong or something, and then Darius is forced to go into the jungle. Or they just completely get stumped. Is Wukong not just broken in this game? Like, MF, Hui, Darius, all kind of junker characters against the monkey. And why are we banning Udyr when they
none.
have a Mumu, man? Who's playing this Udyr? Udyr top?
Garen. Okay, it's Garen.
Mumu top.
Garen! Into Hui Thresh?
Garen B5.
Yeah, they seem to have picked Garen.
Garen Darius matchup, I guess. They wanted to opt into it.
That is.
But they know this is Darius jungle. Or they should know.
Oh,
Oh my god, did they pick a PDF character? Oh my god. Why are you last picking Jackson to a Mumu?
Well, it's Jackson
What?
to Garen.
That's still not good. Garen just spins through Counter-Strike, man. What is he supposed to do? He just spins his little staff above his head and Garen just dices him up like a blender and ults his head, man. Like, what? They've picked themselves into all losing matchups, man. I don't get it. Why are we doing this to ourselves? They've managed
So
to
if I
get red,
ask-
and then they counter-pick themselves everywhere. They've actually managed to lose draft completely despite getting red side.
So Angelica, if you're gonna put yourself in this game, which draft would you?
Pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jax is horrible into a Mumu.
No, Darius.
True, sorry, it's Jax top against Garen because they're countering themselves, I forgot. I mean, I guess Darius is fine against a Mumu. I guess.
Yeah, this is an atrocious draft. To put it a little lightly. This is pretty awful.
Like, Hui doesn't beat Victor. MF Thresh doesn't really beat as Leona. Jax actually loses to Garen, even though they've R5'd it.
What you don't know is that it's actually Darius top and Jax jungle.
Just get run over in two fights. And
Ah.
I've been to Leona, and it was fucking terrible.
I, of
Mumu
course,
literally just
don't know for
obliterates
sure.
Jax and Darius, man. Like, how can these two ever play the game? You know, Jax is, like, generally a very horrible character against heavy teamfight CC. Right? And, like, that's, like, precisely the situation you don't want to pick him in. Like, this game you would pick Jax to go into the side lane, but Jax doesn't even win the side lane against Garen, because Garen just spins on him. Like, it's so bad because... Oh, I can't... So, when you play Jax, right, and you press E, all Garen has to do is press W after 1 second, and your E will not only not stun him for more than, like, 0.1 seconds, you'll also do no damage. And then you just die.
And you do damage through it anyways. It's pretty awful.
It's so bad. It is actually one of the worst I'm gonna look this up. What is the...
I don't know if the win rate's that bad, just because Jack's is kind of fucking broken, but it's pretty awful matchup.
Yeah, bro. This is a pretty good matchup you've picked, R5, man. This is pretty good. We're picking ourselves into a 45% win rate matchup. Yeah, this is nice. This is what we're using R5
Happens.
on.
They really did actively counterpick themselves across the board.
Oh, true. I should check the stats in high elo. It probably gets much better for Jax.
Of course, yeah. Diamond Plus.
It does win in
Masters Plus?
34 games, but like that's 34 games. That's like a 0 sample. Let's do like D2 plus. Is it still? Oh, okay. So as long as the Chemtech players are able to perform at like if we have like Zeus on the Jax, he easily destroys Toph's Garen. So but even if the Jax isn't losing, they lose everywhere else anyway, man. Like their bot lane kinda goes even. The jungle should lose because Victor should just plaster Hui. Because Hui's gotten nerfed 10 times. That character's junk now. I guess the only place they could kind of win is Darius into a Mumu. But that's only if like Darius just has the balls to just walk into a Mumu and just drop him on the fucking table.
Lamau.
To like drag them across Mumu's face. But even then, like he just gets CC'd later on and dies.
Happens.
Because the problem with Jungle Darius, right, is Jungle Darius normally has to go Yumu so he can gank. Otherwise, he just moves at like the speed of a freaking old person in Walker, so he just never catches you. So he has to go Yumu's, but then he's super squishy and just gets one-shotted instead. I suppose I'll ask, whose team would you rather have be on?
I wonder.
Listen, chat. I know that I've been complaining a lot. But,
But
like I said with last game, there is the Chemtech factor. MF and Jax and Darius are all very oppressive champions from ahead. When you are ahead, as MF, you literally blow people out of the water. Like, she just hits you with the 1-2 love tap and you just die. Right? Darius went ahead, very scary, you know? He just, like, spins in his circle and wrecks your face with all... Jax, he's a PDF character for, like, a reason, you know? Nobody likes this champion. He does have extra buff against, like, a Mumu, but that's not really the point. Like, if you are ahead on these characters, you can make a lot happen. And so I can see a world where they can. Oh my god, Grenja Puro has. Oh, no.
as what?
Why does he have Storm Raiders on Darius? Is that actually what you build on Darius jungle? You do Storm Raiders Surge? But where's your burst?
Oh yeah, switch your game to the
I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to switch it.
the chat's going crazy. Hold on, chat.
Can Darius even activate Storm Raiders?
Yeah?
I guess he can. The most common build still appears to be Conk. But I guess you can go Storm Raiders with Yumu's. I don't know anymore. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, Yomu's, Storm Raiders, Jungle Darius. Pretty high pick rate.
Sorry, let's just fast forward to live so we're not behind. I just fast forward and it just requires me to fast forward again, I guess. Okay. We're
Right, nothing
alive.
too crazy.
And this is kind of what we expected, right? Like, the victor just kind of, oh, look at that. Jack's getting spun on his spin. See what I mean? Like, it literally, he's dead. Oh
Yeah.
my god, why did he
the-
flash?
The flash just to kill him with the aura.
Why did he flash? And you see what I mean? Like, the Jack's just ease, but it doesn't do anything. He just dies. This is what you last picked, by the way. Henry Neutron's already on the victor, which is not great, but whatever. There's worse things.
He traded
Amumu
his
is
mana
counter
for...
jungling Darius. Amumu is currently counter jungling Darius despite being down a camp, and it's going to work. He's down. He's level 3 to level 4, and he's going to get the game. Right?
Oh, I think it's just payback because Darius has his red.
Oh, Darius does have his red. But why doesn't Darius just go to his red then? No, man, no. What are we doing? What are we doing? If he takes your red, you go to his red. If you take his red, you go to your red side then. Man, what are we doing? We really took his red and then we full cleared top so we could get red buff. It hurts so bad. I'm sorry.
Wait, how's this game top gonna happen?
It's just a
They're
2v2.
both junglers.
Cal doesn't even see the
Well, as expected, the Darius is the only win condition for this game.
What?
All right,
The Amumu.
big. I don't even know who counter ganked who, man. I think they just both showed up just at
They
the
just
same
both
time.
showed up, and then Amumu took half his health and then flashed in and died. So he actually just ran in and inted. Curious J actually taking a lot of damage. Might go down to Vendetta Sniper here. Might need one more auto. Vendetta does have flash. Double flash, triple flash coming out, and now it's Mayo Yigai trying to 1v2. Vendetta does have the skin, so he has the monetary advantage. Shifts out.
The monetary advantage.
All right, that's a flash for 2 flashes. I guess
I don't
that's worth.
recognize these names. Is this the silver game or is this like the black game?
This is
Ezreal
Chemtech.
missing. Ezreal missing a few of those abilities was a little unlucky.
I don't know. I think they're all good players.
Okay. So it's the black game.
You know, I would really hope that Jax would just press E for Garen Q, because that's the only thing he can use it on, but he's not even using it on that. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be so mean to Cook Noodle, but it's like we are 5 to Jax, man.
In fairness, what do you even pick into Garen? That champion is so broken you just auto lose when somebody picks it. You just-
Camille does actually destroy Garen, which is kind
No,
of
you
funny.
can't even play Camille top lane.
Camille is one of the it's one of her
Camille is big
only.
just to press E from fucking
Camille is one of her only. It's one of her only okay matchups. Fiora is playable into Garen too, especially at like this level. At the highest level, I think it's a skill matchup, but.
Ah, true. The Garen needs a lot of skill.
A potential fight coming down. Thresh hook doesn't land. Bit of a nothing burger. Hemi Neutron looking for the lasers, going to get the fear. Chase just drops the ult on his head. Does like 100 damage. Nice zoom.
Your early game whaled, you know, just pretty colors.
Please just recall, man. Chase, bro, you asked me to cast this game. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to yourself. Take the recall.
He thought it was very important you should watch him play this game.
I think he wanted me to make fun of him. It's like some kind of like shame thing. But I don't want
I
to make fun
see.
of Chase. I think Chase is not even bad. Like he like last game he actually played pretty well. It's just that he's in a completely Why you flay her away? You. Oh my gosh, she was under your tower. You. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, Leona E's under the tower and Thresh just plays her out. Oh! Hook lands! Mayo might be in some
Big-
trouble. Vendetta doing a lot of damage! Gets the kill!
Q follow.
No, Jay is next. Thresh has hook up again. Thresh has hook. He 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 has hook. Did he not? Ah, yes, he did.
He does not have hook.
So close.
Now
so
he has
close.
it.
He almost had another hookup. Good play from Buffalo Barrage. Manages to land the ability. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler, but you already see a fight happening. Toph just one-shots Gwen Shapiro. Toph dies. Now it's Noodle forced to flash away. Nothing's too surprising here, I suppose. Why is he going back? What the fuck?
Oh, he thought
He's
something.
dead. He's dead to the laser. 2, 1. Bro, just laser him. You don't have to flash. What? Okay, fine. Whatever, he dies. That's what matters.
In the end, same
A
result.
kill is a kill. Kill is a kill. Every time you see Jax just get spun on and killed, just remember that was R5. I just want to point that out, you know? Just a quick reminder that we are.
You trying to say that the R5 value of this game was not there?
I'm saying that there's negative R5 value.
Ah, ooh.
Like,
Not like to
like
hear
you're
that.
like R5, like it's like you're like, it's like imagine, right, that your boss says, great work on this recent project. I'll pay you any bonus you want, and he gives you like a blank check. You can write any number you want in there, right? And the next day, you come in with the check and $100, and you're like, I want to give back to the company. And you give him the money. You give him 100 of your dollars, having taken 0. Yeah, a negative 100 bonus. That's like what this R5 was to me.
Ooh. I see.
Because man is 1-3 now. Oh no, oh no. Darius is here to help though. Toph might actually be killable. Gets hit by the hook. Gets hit by the hook! He's dead! Gwen Shapiro with the takedown! Kel is here to look for a counter. Oh yeah, thank god. Oh, the flash and the miss! Oh! The flash and the missing everything. They had they still, by the way, they still had Leona ult. If they just ulted afterwards, they probably still could have killed MF. Hook lands, but probably not gonna want to take this.
Let's see,
Demacia
overall,
gonna claim
gold
themselves
lead,
dragon. A bit of a
800.
half-hearted contest. I really don't want to see Vendetta and Buffalo trying to contest this. I feel like if Camavor tries to contest this, it's just gonna mean they die.
That right there's the Leona counterplay into MF ult.
Why didn't they just kill them? Like contesting 3v4. Okay. A bit of an invade.
just okay with
Garen's gonna
dragons.
run into Darius on the wolves. A fight's going to happen. Darius does have ult, so does Garen though. Darius is getting spun on. He's one-shotted. He flashes anyway.
Garen hit the Demacia.
With the Demacian Justice, takes him down. Gwen Shapiro, like I said, very squishy with this Yumu's build. Just gets silenced, spun on, and completely one-shotted. It's like my evening smoothie habit. Just blend them up. But poor Noodle's getting emoted on now. So doomed. This poor Jackson, hell, man. Like when Dante was writing about the circles, like this is like the deepest one. Oh god, he's getting an XP. Lost the trade for nothing. Chase lands the fear, but no damage to follow it up. Hoff, man, don't do it to him. Let him farm. Gwen Shapiro popped Yumu's, but oh my god, he's so fast. What the fuck? Was the Yumu's move speed always this high? I guess he just moves at the speed of sound. Did he just miss his Q on the Raptors?
We don't talk about it.
Could be another gank happening topside here. If Darius is able to repeatedly get kills on this Garen while he's overextended, maybe a bit overconfident, he may be able to build a lead big enough for himself for him to carry. I think that it's doomed for Jax, but it's not too late for Gwen Shapiro, because he is really fast. Garen baited in a little bit here, might be in a bit of trouble, has ultimate though, could look for a 1-for-1. Yeah, gets dunked on.
Yep.
A great kill coming out from Gwen Shapiro.
Just a pretty standard 2v1 gank.
Another hook lands onto Mayo. Leona ult goes wide.
Ooh.
Vendetta Sniper looking for a bit of damage. Curious J gonna start taking a bit of damage now. Aftershock about to expire. Buffalo has another hook though. Lands it, but not as much follow-up damage on that one.
I would have liked to see MF try ulting there, especially since Leona missed her ult, but she didn't want to.
I think that, yeah, I think the MF ult could be a lot of value, especially while the Thresh is keeping them locked down. But I think that this is still a fine situation. MF is decently strong. Bloodthirster Rush, I know it used to be a thing. I feel like it's not as common anymore. As long as Thresh is able to consistently land these hooks, the next one that lands will probably just be death. Because MF does have ult. Come on, just a reset happen. Honestly, if I was Gwen, I would just keep coming top. And he's dead by. Oh, Jax. How do you play if you're Jax, man? Like, if you're a noodle in this situation, what do you do?
Well, yeah. Kind of just have to
You just
catch
have to
waves,
endure,
give up
man.
all prio. Probably have 3 items you're able to fight
He
fight
just
the
has to
Garen.
close his eyes and hope that it's over.
Oof.
Like,
Yeah.
like he has to play dead, you know? Chase getting a decent chunk here on him. Mid lane is very even, so despite everything, Chase, despite getting very low and not having too much prio, has actually been able to hold like a CS lead steady, and he's actually been able to shave off quite a number of plates for himself, so a pretty good position for Chase once again. He might have to just be his team's carry. Between him and Gwen Shapiro, maybe a bit of Vendetta Sniper. Vendetta's doing pretty well as well, so even though the Garen is kind of cooking the Jax, and that could be an issue for later, for now, the Camavor bot side is holding down the fort.
Yeah, they
And
do
they
have
have
an
a
overall
solid chance of
600
winning
gold
these
lead.
fights. Yeah, they're able to find like a Hui E into an MF ult. It could be like a really huge fight turn. Because the members of Demacia are still relatively squishy.
It's true.
Yeah, the Amumu will be tanky later, but oh, big hook lands for Buffalo Barrage, but he has no follow-up. That could have been a kill into a potential Drake. He might be able to find something again. Curious J and Kel are kind of stuck in here. Kel gonna get one-shotted, a huge play. Great hook from Buffalo Barrage. Now Jax TP's in, and I think Camavor's gonna be able to secure themselves a second dragon. Garen is here, and he is quite scary, but I don't think he's gonna run in 1v4. A good play, a solid pick, followed by a dragon. Take this for Camavor. Gwen should... Where the... Whoa. He is fast. He just...
Yep.
He just ran past them. I mean, fair enough. Now he's gonna get invaded by the Garen, though. He kills that ward, that's so illegal.
Oh, I just noticed Ezreal's build. He's going for Essence Reaver.
Ambitious hook into the minion wave, but all I need is one of these. MF does a lot of damage now. She also has that potion of wrath, so if the hook hits, she can put down a lot of damage really quickly. Ezreal also opted for the vamp boots, so he doesn't have as much upfront damage as you would expect. Also, with her Bloodthirster, the MF is going to be really like capable of weathering the poke.
Yep.
The real question is whether Thresh will get them. Actually, Garen might be in a bit of trouble. Gwen Shapiro back looking for a kill, has ultimate. Demacia and Justice not enough to execute anyone, and top goes down. That's the third time that Darius has been able to pick up a kill on Toph.
Overextend into getting 1v2'd.
Chase may
Or
lose
Q1.
his tower here, though. He's going very, very low. Kel actually forced a flash away.
This Amumu still not very tanky.
Yeah, he'll have to... He won't be tanky till he's like 2 or 3 items at least. Gwen Shapiro is putting in work this game on this Darius jungle.
Making his presence known around the map. Mainly the top side, but yeah.
He's really fast with this build. Darius is running around at the speed of sound. I would love to see them look for a play on Himi. I feel like they have the resources, and Himi plays relatively aggressive.
He does still have his flash, so
Here it
Oh,
is!
well.
The play on Himi! He's slowed!
Wow.
He's ulted! He's gonna die! Maybe not. Oh, he barely lives. But Gwen is here.
Not even
Kel might just be
almost.
the sacrifice instead.
Kel, yep.
A lot
looks
of
like
damage
he was-
coming down, and Chase picks himself up a kill. Hemi manages to survive, but his jungler pays the price. Top is here now, though, has Demacia and Justice. Kills one. If Buffalo's not careful, he might be next. Gets hit by the Ezreal, all barely surviving.
That's crazy. Thresh slope there.
Ends up being a 1-for-1. Yeah, this Darius is super fast, and Deda might be in some trouble here, though. Flashes away.
Ooh, flash. That's good. That's good. Leona ult.
Bro, you see the Garen, right? Oh, E, press E, press E, press E, slow him, press E,
That is one dead misfortune.
ah,
yes.
barrier! God damn it, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. I do think she would have died through the barrier. Also, it's hard to press barrier when you're silenced.
You can barrier while silenced. You can cast all summoners
Okay.
while silenced, yeah.
Never mind then.
Suppress is the only thing that stops you from casting summoner spells.
They're silenced IRL.
Like, oh, she doesn't have E. Why does she have E? I guess she does. There's no way this kills her through barrier. It's literally impossible.
Yeah, that's a level 14 Garen. Yeah, that guy does a lot of damage.
And then this does not. There's no way the Garen ult would do like 1,000 damage to her right here. I refuse to believe it. This thing is literally just like, what? I guess it's 200 plus 30%. She's missing 1,000. It'd be like 500 damage. It would not kill her through barrier. But anyway, I digress. Back to live. The Garen ult does not do 900. There is no way it does 900. Unless it does 100% missing health, it does not do 900 damage. They nerfed it recently too. Fight happening. Amumu ult lands. Darius goes down, but MF ult doing so much damage takes on both Garen and Amumu. Curious J goes in, but he's 1v3'd. No follow-up here to help whatsoever. Vendetta Sniper pumping out so much damage. Jay's gonna be next. I don't think there's any way he gets out.
Nope,
Himmy
she is-
Neutron out trying to run, but Chase is here. Lands the E for the slow, but Buffalo Barrage gonna look for the hook, going to land it onto Himmy. Himmy's dead too. An amazing fight here for Camavor.
Yeah, just a 4-for-1.
An absolutely phenomenal fight. Vendetta Sniper pumping out the damage. MF completely uncontested in that one. Oh, Jay is a girl? Okay, great then. Curious Jay? Okay, she's alone then.
She was left
Listen,
alone.
man,
She
I don't
was
know
left to die.
everyone's boy, girl. I don't know. Gwen Shapiro could be a girl for all I know.
Gasp.
I will get it right next time. I might forget, but I'll try to remember. I always forget everything. I'm starting to get old, man. Brain doesn't work like it used to.
Happens, you know.
Nowadays, someone tells me their name and I forget the next day. Buffalo Barrage lands a hook, but he's all alone here.
Oh, dodges the Mumuki though.
He is. They do see a Mumu on this ward, but I don't think they want to find this hook.
Yeah.
Demacia is pressuring now with 3. Vendetta Sniper going to take a decent chunk of damage.
It should be a
Victor ult does
mid-tower.
go down, but the MF does have Bloodthirster, so if she gets to hit like wave a little bit, she'll be able to sustain up pretty quickly. I can't see, and she has red buff. I don't see this being like a major issue. They commit a decent amount of resources. They take the mid tower. MS full health, full HP. Yes.
Yep, just one wave, full HP. You love to see it.
Bit of a lull in the action. Let's see when the next objective timer is. Perhaps that'll tell us when we get the next blob of action.
Perhaps. 2 minutes.
2 minutes for Drake, so I imagine we'll see another fight around that. Both teams will be on soul point if they're able to get it. So. I would love to see some wards coming out around the dragon, especially. Both teams are focusing a lot of their vision around the Baron, but I don't think either team can really take Baron.
Yeah, they're both. Oh, Mumu going
Cal's
in,
just
making
going
a pick.
in, but he
Flashes out.
doesn't have any follow-up. He blows his Amumu ult and flash right before Drake.
It'll be up in time. It'll be up, probably.
Don't think so. It's gonna be
No, it
30
won't.
seconds
No, it
at
won't.
least. It will not. He just... Oh, but Chase is dead. But Chase will be up.
Chase will be up.
He has TP too. I'm very surprised that Kel just threw his Amumu ult away. I think that if they had known, they would have been able to start. Wait, they're starting Baron. Just right here. Top is staring at them. Himmy's
They're
coming
starting
too.
at 4v5.
But Kel's not here.
just-
Kel's on his way. Baron down to half. Buffalo Barrage trying to do some zoning, but Himmy has ult. A lot of damage coming down. This is Hunting Baron, I believe, so it's going to do a lot of damage. No, this is the Horn Baron, so it's the pull one. Buffalo Barrage taking a lot of damage. Curious J flashing in. Not able to find anything, but Vendetta Sniper is dead. Gwen Shapiro forced to flash away, and now what started off as a Baron for Camavor just turns into a bit of a throw.
Really good punish by blue team there, recognizing that it was a 5v4 and that they were just doing Baron
Yeah,
as before.
I don't know why they did that. I think that was actually Hunting Baron too.
Yep.
Which
It-
is
it
the
was-
one Baron that you probably don't want to risk because it does way more damage.
It's the one that kills you.
Hunting Baron does a absolute boatload of damage. I really can't be starting that up just willy-nilly. They end up just throwing Baron away. And now, because of that, they're actually late to this dragon, and Kel's going to have the Amumu ult.
All according to plan.
They're on a ward too. This is a disaster. Camavor won the last fight, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to skirt another one out here. Gotta stay hopeful for them though. Chase is putting a decent amount of pressure onto this mid turret, and it does demand an answer.
Wait a second.
Toph is here though, going to go on Gwen's ship hero. Gwen doesn't take the lantern, going to get one-shotted! And Methel comes out, but now she's stunned. Curious J managed to interrupt it, but she doesn't land the E. So we probably want to take the lantern there. Dark Passage is an ability that exists. It's very useful to have. You know, when you pick Thresh, that's one of his 3 abilities. A PSA to all of the players out here. So Thresh's W is an ability called Dark Passage. He throws his lantern out to a location and it shields. And then if you, as an ally, click the lantern, it actually pulls you to Thresh very quickly. It can be used in many situations to save allies or to help facilitate aggressive follow-up plays with the Thresh. So if you see your Thresh throwing you a lantern, just know that it's actually a good thing for you to try to take it if he's trying to save you.
Chat, I have a confession, chat. How does red team have the Baron?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Chat?
Wait, how did they have the... When the fuck did they get this? What?
What if
How did they get
was
Baron?
it stolen? How did it... I completely missed out on this apparently. I blinked and I just did not notice that they stole it.
Chase
What
stole
the
the
hell?
Baron! Oh my god! The smite landed on 3 HP! It's even worse than I thought!
I thought it was so much for blue team that I just didn't pay it. That's crazy.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Chase saves the game for his team. Oh my Gwen Shapiro dead. What?
Why did my caster just do that?
Do what?
It wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Do what?
I didn't get the Baron stolen. It wasn't me.
Another PSA for all the junglers out there. If the enemy team does not have smite, and they do not have anything that does 1,400 damage in one hit, wait until the Baron drops below 1,400 damage, and then you smite. Then there's no risk they steal it. Chase gets one-shotted by Himi. They are TPing to help. Jack's coming down here, but he's just coming into a 1v3. He is spun on. He hands a stun, but there's nothing he can do. He has Zanya's to stall.
Effing chat.
And he's dead. But meanwhile, Vendetta Sniper and Buffalo actually managed to take down Mayo in the mid lane and take a tower for themselves.
This game progressing at a snail's pace, I would say.
This game is honestly neck and neck. Both teams, like, despite the fact that Demacia is down gold, we still have, like, there's the fact that top lane is down 3,000 gold for the side of Camavor. Top is actually here, potentially looking on Vendetta. Dark Passage comes out! He takes the lantern!
Lantern OP.
My PSA really just works wonders for people.
game
You're welcome,
might
Camavor, for the PSA.
this game probably gonna be decided here at the next Soul Drake right here. Soul for blue side, Soul
Yeah, it
Point
would be
for red.
Soul for blue. It is Mountain Drake, so it's not the highest value dragon, I believe, but it's not nothing.
Mountain Soul's a Mountain Soul, you know.
It is a Mountain Soul. They just don't build many resistances, so the value's a little bit lower.
Yeah.
They are establishing vision in the top side, but I don't know if this is where you want that vision. I think you want to establish it in the bot side. Chase gonna take a lot of damage from Himi, potentially. Himi does land the laser. Chase taking a third of his health from that zap. Terrifying. Vendetta might be in a bit of trouble. A Mumu Q goes wide. Just barely misses. Himi Neutron walking up. Gwen Shapiro not able to find anything. Himi, I swear Himi's in trouble here. Like, he can't be this far up. It feels illegal. Gwen Shapiro scouted out. Getting pushed off by lasers here. We want to try and not lose this Baron positioning, or this Drake positioning, I think. Kel's on a flank. Potentially looking. Vendetta Sniper walking suspiciously close to this flank angle. Could be a really good angle. Top has a backline. He is behind. They do not know that he has flash too. He flashes over against my Vendetta Sniper.
Q.
Vendetta's ulted and one-shotted. Buffalo Barrage is next. Gwen Shapiro's on the chopping block as well. Fails the flash and gets hit by
This
Demacia
might-
Justice.
This might be game if blue team plays it right.
Demacia
looks-
wipes them off of the map. Top with a hero play. The flash over the wall and the Amumu all catching major carries on the side of Camavor, just absolutely decimates them.
What's stronger than Garen in a bush? Garen on the other side of the wall with flash.
And this is going to be both Baron and Drake to Demacia. And that will close the gold gap, which is kind of crazy. Unless they manage to steal it again, but I don't think it's happening this time. This is the yanking dragon Baron. It does like no damage. Himi zoning. I think they got it. Yeah. Went down to 40, so they didn't even want to smite. That was a bit scary.
They stole it. Thanks, Charlotte.
I have a sinking suspicion this game's about to be over.
Maybe. Mayhaps.
The next fight probably decides it at this point. Assuming they get a clean ace, Vendetta might be in a bit of trouble in mid lane. You don't want to overextend too much. They do still have a lot of potential. Like if Chase and Vendetta Sniper get off those ultimates, it could be like a potential win. A huge hook lands, but there's no follow-up here. His team's not here to assist.
No, you definitely don't want to go in a 2v3 like that.
Yeah, Vendetta Sniper. But he's going in
well.
a 3v3. Two members stunned up. Vendetta Sniper still has ultimate, pops it, but gets stunned up by Jay. She goes in, and Vendetta's one-shotted, and so is Gwen. It's over.
That is the Leona pick, the Leona counter, right there.
They're wiped off the face of the earth. Chase wasn't there. They didn't have their team. Just like that, Demacia decimates Camavor's hopes, sends them right back out of the bracket. I don't know if there's more games for them. Probably. But knocks them out of the series at the very least. I can't see a world where Chase can defend this.
No, he's still Baron. Maybe he can, you know, 1v5.
I think they're gonna have to start praying to all the friggin' 7 gods in order to get this done, man. To save this game. The old gods and the new, that this game does not end right here. Their members are up.
Oh, flash going in.
They're doing a decent amount of damage. Buffalo Barrage is taking a huge amount of damage. Kel is still low. Buffalo Barrage dies though. They're losing another Nexus tower. They have to get a fight to happen now. They have to wipe them, and if they don't want to lose the game, stun lands onto the Jax. They're starting to hit the Baron, their Nexus, I mean. Nexus is at 30%. Jax dies, and
It just hit the Nexus
they're
and
all
yep.
killed. Walked. Just like that.
GG's.
That game wasn't decided 30 minutes ago. Did the Darius kill a bunch of people?
Overall, good series. Not the cleanest 2-0, but you know, it's still 2-0.
That was quite a series. For a moment there, it looked like Camavor was going to be able to pull one back. They got the Baron steal, they were up gold, but Toph just a bit too strong for them. No real answer to this Garen, who just kind of ran their pockets for the whole game. Well, now that the game's over, you guys know what it's time for. Winner interviews. If we have anyone who would like to join us.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Angelica, Daniel, thank you for casting number one.
Of course, of course. It's great to have you in here with us, Himmy. Nice seeing you again in the caster booth with us as opposed to in the loser circle. How does it feel?
Yeah, we're getting to a bit of a routine here. I like it.
Yeah,
But
it
it
almost
feels
seems
good.
like week after week I'm starting to see the same people in my caster booth. Every week it's just El Jefe Himmy and Lol Puffin.
Yeah. Well, Lil Puffin met me in real life, so he got the Himmy buff.
The Himmy buff, of course. He's just
yeah.
riding your coattails, truly.
Yeah, I mean he's hitting new heights with it, but yeah, I gave him the boost. Now, all jokes aside, I mean good games. I think our biggest problem, I think we got split up a little bit in team fights, kind of hitting different targets, like especially after I think we took second Drake. They were a bit split. We had bad communication on a few things. The worst thing of all was me not buying tier game one.
Yeah, we saw you
got
didn't buy
I got
tier
like
in
2
15
DMs
minutes.
mid game.
Did you forget?
I just honestly, like I had looked. I thought Chase was gonna play Xerath, and I knew I wanted to cast it into it, and I just haven't played Caston a lot in the last 6 months. I don't play other tier champions. I just honestly I just forgot. I ragged on Jord a lot, so it's probably a bit of
Karma.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I felt we were really prepared for the games. I mean, every game, I mean, somebody just like giga performed. I mean, Kel had that funny flash to steal first Drake, death, and then he didn't die rest of the game. Like played really, really well. I mean, Toph kind of got countered game one. Played
game
really
two,
well.
He got his good matchup. Well,
He
was
did.
given his good matchup, I suppose. It's maybe the better term, but
Yeah, he is. I don't know the top lane that well. Is Jax considered or is Garen considered good into Jax?
Jax is horrible against Garen because you can't counter strike anything. He just kills you with the spin and the ult.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't think it matters what champion people are playing in the Big Toph right now.
True,
He's
Toph
Big
really
Toph
running them down.
performs.
He does.
I have to ask. We didn't even notice
Yes.
at first the Baron steal
Yeah.
in the second game.
It happens. You know, we probably should have checked. And that happens, right? Like just it sucked in that moment, but it was like I think we were on Soul Point at that time. I think we were because we won a fight, took Drake. Well, I think that was our third one, and then we went to there. So it's like, hey guys, just farm, wait out Baron, or maybe I don't remember. Maybe we lost Baron, but then still got Drake. I think that's actually what happened. We lost Baron, but we still got Drake. So like we still have a win con, right? Like so wait out the Baron, and we're fine. The one thing about our team is like we're always communicating, like we're fine. Like we always have some type of win con, whether it's objectives, whether it's okay, we're playing around bot, okay, we're waiting to scale, right? We played a lot of Senna, a lot of Smolder. My Cassidon was a bit nah, but still game one, Cassidon. Like we
Yeah, I mean
always
the
have some type of
Cassidon,
win con.
it wasn't great in the beginning, but you really pulled it out in the last 2 team fights. You put in a lot of work on the enemy backline.
And I'll be honest,
And
I
that's kind
hate
of all you need to
Milio.
do as Cassidon, right? You cause that chaos and your team kind of mops up afterward.
Yeah, and I of course, apologize to my team. Like because I could have been on the Xerath and Jinx 5-10 minutes before, but I just the no tier block. It kind of just messed up my build and tempo a bit, so the game got a bit stalled out there. But I just think we all number one, everybody on our team executes, right? Like Kel might have missed one smite, but we got Soul, we got Rift. I mean, we had so like he hit smite so many other times, right? Like so one missed smite, it doesn't matter how big or small it's one. He's hit 10 in a row, right prior to that. So
yeah, I said this earlier, but Kel, if you're listening, if they don't have anything that does more damage than your smite, just smite after it goes below the threshold. Never smite early. That's how you miss the smite.
Yeah. But yeah, so outside of like little things like that, our team's gelling. No tier. That play maybe getting called out or forgetting a summoner. Team's gelling really well. I think we had a really good draft. Like we want
Yeah,
Lux
you
is one
guys
of
had
Chase's
some
best
amazing
champs.
drafts. We were commenting on that too. Both games, it just seemed like your draft was very, very solid, and you guys were able to perform with those drafts, which is what really matters.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of people that are like adaptable, right? Like if Kel wants something Prio pick, it's Toph. Are you okay getting countered, right? Like, are you okay with that? Are you fine with that? What can you play into XYZ champ? And then we go from there, right? It's like everybody knows that they may get countered for a game, but next game or next series, you'll then get the counter, right? Like,
Yeah, indeed,
especially with Jay. I mean,
and flexibility, positive mental. These are the things that really make Booze Bash what it is. We've seen the same themes time and time again from the winning teams in the caster booth. They always talk about how great their mental is and how everyone just gets along. And I think maybe that's what we need to try to have more of. No?
Yeah, it's all about the power of friendship. You're right.
Yeah,
That
but on
really is what
the other
conquers the
side of that
enemies at the
coin,
end of the day.
it's rough. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, everyone wanting to be on the role they're on is good too, right? Like my team keeps trying to get me to like let them play wild stuff like gym support and things like
Gym
that.
support, Jay.
And I'm just like, I just want to win, but no, it's been really, really good, and it just helps, right? I mean, like, even Mayo E guy having like a mobile champ he's super comfortable on is like Ezreal, right? Like when we see them lock in, some CC, and like that's why we banned Vi that second game. It's like, well, we don't have a ton of damage, and if they just have a point and click CC, because we hadn't picked Garen and Victor yet, right? And we were talking about some picks that potentially could do a little bit less damage. Everybody has a good champ pool. Everybody's willing to play something that like maybe they want. They just bought a skin and they wanted to use XYZ. But then when it comes down to like champ select and comp and all that, like everybody just locks in, wants to win, and it's just been good. I think everybody's performing.
I would love to hear that you have some good vibes going on at the team. Hopefully you're able to take that into next week. Speaking of next week,
will I see you next week?
You may, depending on what day you play on.
Well, DM me your schedule and I'll make it happen.
Okay, anyway, that's all we have for this week, folks. Thanks for joining us for yet another game. I believe there's more Booze Bash happening tomorrow, so do come back around. We'd love to see you again. I'm sure it'll be another banger.
Oh yeah.
And that's all. Stream's over. Okay, get lost. Bye.
Bye bye.